Every once in a while, you get one of those weeks, the kind where PlayStation drops heat, anime history gets rewritten, and Hollywood quietly starts loading up the big guns for 2026 and beyond. And when all that happens at the same time, you don't scroll past it, you sit down and you talk about it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 22 of KB Talks, the show where gaming, anime, movies all collide. I'm KB, and today's episode is stacked. We got PlayStation Plus changing their games of the month, massive open world game news, uh, anime history being made, and some huge movie and TV moves that are setting up 2026 and beyond. No wasted time. Let's jump right in. Let's kick things off with PlayStation because the PlayStation Plus is starting 2026 strong. Here are your PlayStation Plus monthly games for January. We got Need for Speed Unbound, Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and Core Keeper. These are available from January 6th through February 2nd, which give you plenty of time to download, try them, and then decide what actually staying on your hard drive. And that's the subscription side of gaming. The real chaos is happening with what comes next. Because Crimson Desert might quietly be one of the most ambitious games we've ever seen. Here's what the developers have revealed so far. The playable map is twice the size of Skyrim and even bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2. For me personally, I don't know if that's a good thing. If if it's twice the size, then I just hope it's the world is actually populated. But they said you can also ride dragons, bears, raptors, and even pilot a mech. It's a single player only, which already puts it in a different category. You could capture enemies, turn them into cities for rewards. You can own a house and cook. Supposedly, there's web swinging like Spider Man. There are sky islands that are crucial to the story, and this game has been in development for 7 years. Crimson Desert drops March 19th on PS5, Xbox, and PC. And yeah, that date suddenly feels very real. And then they dropped a whole gameplay teaser where you see you could actually ride the dragon, the raptor, the the bears. Like you could ride different animals and act. And they showed a bunch of gameplay in the thing that they put out. But I just hope it looks really good. I just hope it delivers. But that leads us perfectly into what 2026 is about to become. These are the games I'm personally counting the days for in 2026. We're gonna start off with Crimson Desert because it wasn't on it wasn't on my list before, but when I seen the gameplay trailer, I was like, anything that mentions Skyrim that's in that realm, I'm gonna give it a chance. But that's the first game. Uh, Lego Batman Legacy: The Dark Knight. Think that's I think that's gonna be a good game because I haven't played a bad Lego game. They're all fun. Uh, then the Lego Batman game is going over the history of Batman. So I'm excited to see what they're doing with that. Next game on the list, Phantom Blade Zero, a time PS5 exclusive, but they they just showed gameplay at I believe the Game Awards. The gameplay looked fire. Uh, I think you go around get different. You could steal enemy weapons, but that looked good. Next game on the list, Witcher 4. I, I played Witcher 3, beat it, thought it was cool. Now, this one is coming mad years later. Now, I'm for The Witcher 4, I'm gonna wait a month because when the game drops, I'll I'll wait a month just off how Cyberpunk release, because when Cyberpunk came out, it was a horrible release. But as as time passed, they fixed it, and it was actually a really good game. I enjoyed the story, the gameplay, but this is not about Cyberpunk. This is about The Witcher. Uh, the main character is Siri. Uh, I know a bunch of people was mad about that. I don't know why. We seen in The Witcher 3 it was leading up to this, but they might even have uh different playable characters. They didn't say anything that suggests that, but that's just the hope. And last but not least, Marvel's Wolverine. I've been waiting for this game for a while. I think it was supposed to I think it was supposed to come out last year, but due to the Sony hack where they showed they showed off a bunch of not even alpha footage of Wolverine. I think that set them back. But I seen the alpha footage. I thought it looked good for it looked good for what they were trying to do. But we're just gonna wait and see how they do. I do want to know how they're doing the costumes for Wolverine. I got I got probably like two requests. I think the the X Men of the X Men Evolution costume. I want that in there, and there was something else. I can't remember the other one, but X Men Evolution. Put that costume in there. I think it's gonna be in there, but I don't know. But between cinematic action, massive RPGs, and comic book chaos 2026 already feels stacked, and we're just getting started. All right, that's the gaming battlefield, but anime fans, you're up next. Here's something that honestly feels historic and nostalgic at the same time. Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece will all be airing in 2026 for the first time since 2012. That's the big three of anime will be running at the same time, and that's not just nostalgia, it's a cultural event. We got Bleach with the Thousand-Year Blood War. One Piece with whatever they got going. Then I I believe it's Naruto and Boruto that'll be running, but out of the out of the big three, I always Bleach was always number one for me. Then then we got Naruto as number two. One Piece just that's not for me, so it's automatically at the bottom. But Naruto and Bleach are my two favorites. Uh, we got Bleach with the Thousand-Year Blood War. Ever since the Thousand-Year Blood War dropped, they've been putting on a master class of how to make an anime, how to make a comeback because when Bleach wasn't on the air, people even even now people talk shit like, oh, Bleach ain't part of the big three, blah 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 blah. There's no argument about it. The big three is Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. There's no other arguments. Dragon Ball is my favorite. It's not part of the big three. It's before it, but the big three will always be Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. So people need to get that in their head. They need to understand that it's not no fan made thing. It's a real thing. Like I be seeing mad videos. Oh, the big three is Naruto, One Piece, and they'll throw some shit like Hunter X Hunter. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. It's just Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. But I'll I'm excited for it. I'm pretty sure all the One Piece fans are excited. Naruto fans, we I feel like we're just, especially in 2026, we're getting the big three and possibly new Dragon Ball. That's like that's like a moment in and of itself. But that's that's the first story. Moving on, Solo Leveling continues to dominate everything. Netflix just confirmed that Solo Leveling became the first Korean animation to sweep 9 major categories at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, including Anime of the Year, Best Action, Best Character, and the manhwa has over 14.3 billion views worldwide. And that's an absurd number. Then we got then we have the producer of Solo Leveling Anime teasing fans for 2026, saying something truly exciting might happen this year. Please wait just a little longer. That might be a movie announcement, show announcement, who knows? Like he said, just wait a little longer and we'll find out. Meanwhile, Solo Leveling Ragnarok is on hiatus because the artist Jin is serving his mandatory military service, but it will continue under a new disciple of the original artist. In other words, Solo Leveling isn't slowing down, it's just reloading. Well, hope here's what I'll say. He's doing his mandatory military service. I don't know how long it is, but I hope he gets through it just fine. No accidents. Hopefully, we don't go to war at that time. because shit going crazy right now. But that's not what this channel is about. But hopefully the 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 other disciple does a great job as well. Because Solo Leveling Ragnarok is 60 something chapters, maybe 64, but quality immaculate, matches Solo Leveling. But I just hope it's good. We could get a consistent update schedule to where he isn't getting sick and got to take time off. But let's move from anime screens to the pages you should actually be reading. So, the manga of the episode is Becoming a Monarch. It's 146 chapters of a second chance revenge fantasy. A one-armed mercenary gets sent back to being a 15-year-old soldier, but this time with all his memories and both arms intact. This isn't about power, it's about refusing to let fate win twice. This this manga is already finished, so you could just go in, read all 146 chapters and enjoy the story. For you don't gotta wait for issues to come out, new chapters. It's fully completed. I enjoy reading it week to week. It was it was exciting, something new, and it was different from the typical what's that genre called? Not reincarnated. It's different than the typical regressor manga. But moving on, the comic book of the episode is Radiant Black. It's part of Image Comics Radiant Verse. It follows a struggling writer who gains cosmic powers through a mysterious red and black suit. Superhero action, personal drama, and a large connected universe. It's exactly the kind of comic that feels like it's waiting to be adapted. Now, this for me, I feel like it's it's like Spawn, where it's just continuous issues, and it's not like a Superman or a Batman or this or that. I think this I think this would do really well if it got the Invincible treatment. I don't think it needs a movie, but a a nice animated show, maybe anime style would work well with yeah, a anime style show would work well with this comic book. But now that we traveled through ink and animation, let's jump into Hollywood chaos. Marvel and DC are both making big moves right now, and some of them are loud and some of them are real quiet. First off, a Thor and X-Men teaser has been released for Avengers Doomsday, which alone tells you Marvel is finally leaning back into its mutant era. And in the teaser, we see Cyclops get his justice. But from these two teasers, here's what I got. Thor is prepping up to fight. Now the X-Men teaser, I feel like we're seeing them getting wiped out. I don't know if Doom is the reason they got wiped out or the Sentinels, but it from all my time on Earth and all the comic book movies I've seen, this the teaser played as if it's it's a flashback and their world is getting destroyed. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I have a strong feeling that is what's gonna happen. Marvel, please prove me wrong. Russo brothers, please prove me wrong. I don't want to be right about them losing everything. Now, af- after those teasers, Sony is also reportedly more open than ever to sharing Spider-Man characters with Marvel Studios, which could completely change how the MCU handle villains and crossovers going forward. But this only came out after a report came out saying Marvel asked to use Craven the Hunter for for the first Black Panther movie. Now, I think I think if they would have did that, it would have been fire. I feel like Sony should they should have set up, hey, this is a separate universe outside of the MCU, and this side is the MCU. We're gonna There's gonna be some characters you see twice by two different actors. Like y'all should have just came out and said something like that. So, cause me personally, I would have, if I took over, I would have just, hey, we're giving Andrew Garfield his third movie to complete his franchise. We're gonna set it after No Way. Is it No Way Home? Yeah, we're gonna set it after No Way Home and have it be a big thing. Then we're gonna, because I feel like they're gonna kill one of those two Spider-Man off in Doomsday. Either Toby or Andrew, maybe both. Who knows? I have a feeling it might be Toby, but with their crossovers, you don't have to you don't have to make it the same characters. You don't have to be stingy. Just be like, hey, use whatever characters you want. But when we do ours and it's the same character, it won't it shit, even if they want to use the same person. But now now they're more open because I feel like they're more open because they finished with their non Spider-Man universe. But over on DC side, Sebastian Stan is officially playing Harvey Dent in the Batman Part 2, which means Two-Face is coming and the movie just got more interesting. I've seen a bunch of people say we already had the Batman Returns, so we don't need another Two-Face, but I don't even think this is turning out like that. But we could easily get something amazing. I feel like they've been working on this for a while. We got Sebastian Stan as Harvey Dent. We got Scarlett Johansson playing a character. So we getting big names in this Batman movie, but I'm still waiting on details of other DC Batman movie. Hopefully we get it soon. But what the fuck? But Marvel's biggest story right now might be the one they haven't confirmed yet. There's a glowing there's a growing rumor going around Hollywood that Marvel has quietly canceled the Blade movie, and instead they're replacing it with the Midnight Suns movie. Now, if you don't know what Midnight Suns is, that's Marvel's darker supernatural team. You got Blade, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, and Werewolf by Night. Basically, Marvel's horror side. And if the rumor is true, it would explain a lot why Blade keeps getting delayed, why scripts keeps changing, and why Marvel suddenly started introducing all these supernatural characters into the MCU. Instead of one Blade movie, they might be building an entire supernatural franchise that's either a great pivot or the greatest gamble Marvel's taken since Endgame. But I could see it because we already have these characters introduced. We got everyone but Blade. And then I feel like, first off, if this is true, I feel like this is disrespectful to the Blade actor. Like, y'all, y'all had him announce his Blade before Superman was announced. Now Superman was announced after Blade. Then it's shot first, put in the theaters. We got to see Superman before Blade, and it was announced around the same time. Second, I I don't think the Blade actor has been in anything because he's been waiting for Blade. So you just stalled him out after he won his award. Uh, but I can kind of see the Midnight Suns movie, but I feel bad for Mahershala Ali because he got announced as Blade a long time ago and still ain't done nothing yet. They even put him in, I believe, What If, but he didn't voice the character. And moving on, what's coming next in 2026? You could see, no. And moving on, these are the movies I'm excited to see in 2026. First up, The Odyssey, because I like Spartan movies like 300, Troy, all those type of movies I really enjoy. It's Christopher Nolan, so I'm expecting it to be good. It's gonna be a lot of character drama, talking, but it's a star-studded movie. Might be one of the first good movies. No, not one of the first good movies for Tom Holland after he became Spider-Man. But speaking of Spider-Man, I'm excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day. We haven't even gotten. We've seen a bunch of it's already finished shooting, but we've seen a bunch of pictures while they was shooting because they were shooting outside. We got to look at the new suit that looks amazing. But I I personally feel like we should have got Spider-Man Brand New Day teasers or a trailer before we got Avengers Doomsday stuff. Because Spider-Man comes in July, I believe. and Doomsday comes in December. So that'll probably be like a Christmas movie. But Spider-Man coming first. The way the MCU is now, he's one of the only characters I care about. Thor is getting more serious, so I might care about him again. But in the MCU right now, I only care about Spider-Man. Uh, who else? Maybe Deadpool, but I'm figuring after Doomsday, not Doomsday, after I forgot the name of the second one, but after after the next Avengers movie after Doomsday, I feel like we're getting a world reset. Tom Holland will still be Spider-Man, but maybe we'll get a bunch of brand new characters. And listen, just restart. But next movie is Avengers Doomsday. We just talked a bunch about that. They dropped three three teasers so far. They showed Captain America. Then they showed Thor, and then they showed an X-Men one. The X-Men one is that teaser is the one that had the most going on. I like both Captain America and Thor's because it was Captain America and Thor, their teasers was like character trailers. Whereas the X-Men you is like we're catching up on what happened from the old Fox X-Men. Next up is Supergirl. I liked I like James Gunn's Superman, and we got a sneak peek of Supergirl in it. We already got the Supergirl trailer that came out. I think it looked good. Uh, we need we got a sneak peek at Lobo, seeing the main. Got a peek at the main villain. I think Supergirl is gonna be Supergirl is gonna be amazing. Now we got now we got three big superhero movies that all look like they're gonna be good, but we just gotta wait and see. But last but not least is Michael. I've been waiting ever since I seen the trailer. I've been waiting for more because Michael Jackson is my number one favorite artist. Uh, the I believe he only had like one or two good like I don't want to call them biopics, but like movies. I'll just say movies. And this one is it looks amazing. It looks like they're really they're really taking good care of how they present this. They got they got Michael Jackson nephew playing Jafar. He looks like Michael Jackson. He sounds a little bit like him. From I don't know if they're I don't know if he's actually singing in this or they're just playing like the he'll probably sing like building up to making a song when he's in the studio, but I feel like when the actual songs come on, they'll just play the Michael Jackson song. But honor honorable mention TV show I'm looking forward is Lanterns. We get I think we need another trailer for that because we got a teaser trailer that was like 20 seconds max, but we didn't see how how the ring works. None of that. Did, didn't show their costumes. They was all in regular regular gear, but I'm excited for that. And we got superheroes, superhero epics, and legacy films all colliding at once. And if Midnight Suns is coming, Marvel is about to step into some much darker territory than we've ever seen on screen. But that's probably not coming 2026. That's coming later down the line. I would think after the two Avengers movies they got planned. But that's the full rundown. Gaming, anime, movies all in one place. New worlds, old legends, and massive franchises lining up for 2026 like it's a boss fight. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is KB Talks, the place where gaming, anime, movies collide. I'll catch you in the next one.